Yo, Facebook, what up? It's all easy, man. You already know what the deal is. Right now, I'm making this video. It's 10 ways how you guys should know you're in love with somebody. I actually got the inspiration through a good friend of mine. You know what I'm saying? It's funny because, you know, in my life, I always thought I was always going to be with the perfect person. And, you know, life, you really realize that they're not going to turn out to be that way. And you start to think little by little that the person you would least expect to be there, the person that you would least think of to be there, you start to realize that that's that person that you want to be with, or that's the person that's going to be in your corner, that's the person that's always going to sit there and be by your side, you know? It's funny. And, I mean, you can take my advice or don't, because, you know, most people there give me that feedback, like, how do I know about love if I change my motherfucking girls more than Yu-Gi-Oh sets fucking came out, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it is what it is. I acknowledge that. I respect your opinion, but, like I said, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day, everybody here knows what I'm looking for, so I hope my basic input sits there and helps y'all maybe understand a little bit more where I'm coming from. Alright, so I'm going to start backwards. I'm going to start from number 10. Number 10 is, you can tell you're in love when you celebrate specials. Now, special dates usually mean like your first month anniversary, the first time y'all saw each other, the first time y'all had sex, little shit like that. You know, it's memories, you know. And if you really take the time and the effort to really, I don't know, as corny as this shit sounds, like, have an anniversary for, like, the first month y'all been together, some shit like that, it's cute, you know? Or you can sit there and emphasize days because y'all really want to sit there, y'all spend that much time with each other. Number 9 is when you give each other cute nicknames. I mean, every couple sits there and does that. They sit there, they give each other fucking all kinds of weird shit. But when you take time and when you call them a nickname, and every time you mention that name, it makes you smile and all that shit afterwards, you know, it gives you a warm feeling inside. So, I don't know, I think that's always cute when a girl sits there and gives me a little nickname and shit, and that's what I, you know, either label myself as, or that's what she calls me by, that's what I respond to. How anything is better than Bashing. Moving on. Number 8. And when you get defensive, whenever somebody tries to talk shit about him or her, meaning that, let's say if, my instance, I get this a lot. I meet a chick, hey, what's going to happen? I'm going to want a relationship, or I make that wifey, or I fall in love. I automatically sit there and get defensive. Like, nah, you can't be talking about my chick like that. What's up? Oh, nah, you're not going to be sitting there playing my girl like that. You know, when you be like that, that shows that you have a strong emotion for her. You have a strong tie with her. A bitch that you just going to fuck and not give a fuck about, not going to give a fuck about who the fuck shit's on her. Because at the end of the day, it's just pussy. You understand? So it's not going to sit there. It's not going to make a relative difference whether or not, you know what I'm saying, if somebody calls like, yo, your joint is a smut. I know, that's why the fuck I picked her. But if you know what I'm saying, she's wifey, or ladies, if that's your man, whatever, and you got hating bitches, like nothing else better to talk about, well, your man is ugly, or your man is fat. First of all, if they say your man is fat, you go in. I don't give a shit. But let's say if they go on some shit talking about how, oh, he's a bustin' nigga, you need to sit there and go this, and this. But they're the same bitches that would bum nigga themselves, or they would fucking damn dirty dick niggas, you know, woman beaters and shit like that. I know y'all females, y'all got friends like that. Talk about that, they love them and shit. They don't even know what the fuck love is in damn selves. Okay, so let me see here. Number 6. No. Number 7 is when you show them off and refer to them as either wifey or hubby. Now, you know, when you bring them to your family or when you bring them around your friends, you'd be like, yo, this is my girl, my joint. You know what I'm saying? That's my one and only, that's my wifey, whatever. But if you sit there and emphasize the fact that, you know, this is my wifey, this is my heart, this is my main and shit like that, it shows a lot because it shows confidence and you feel You know what I'm saying? Good to be walking around her like, yeah, I got the baddest bitch in my arms, and she holding me down. That's my ride or die. You know? You just don't call nobody a ride or die. You just don't call nobody wifey. I know I want to take my own advice because I sit there, I give a bitch that type of like after a week, but that's besides the point. I'm just trying to tell y'all. You know, if you have a strong bond with it and that's the way you acknowledge other people, so be it. Now I'm up to number 6. Dedicate love songs to each other. Every time you hear that certain song, makes you, let's say if you're not around, and I dedicate a love song to somebody, and, you know, that song plays, yo, damn, yo, I miss my baby, or, damn, yo, I wish she was here, and shit like that. Shit makes you think back, you know. It's just another way of building a bridge, another way that every time you hear that song out there, it brings back memories, you know. Number 5, when spending time is more meaningful. When you first sit there and spend time with each other, it's like you really don't emphasize too much the time frame. I mean, you're just going down to get to know each other, have a good time. But as you start to get, you know, attached and more feelings, it starts to become more meaningful. Then you start to establish memories. Then any waking moment, anytime y'all with each other, it's special. Anything y'all do is special. That time shared, you're going to cherish that. That's one of the reasons. Number 5. Number 4 is when you do something special spontaneously. Meaning that, let's say if, I don't know, I'll give you an example. Let's say if, fellas, you got a girl out there, and the girl likes, damn, who the hell is a good singer right now? A good, not Beyonce. I hate Beyonce. She ain't dinosaur. Nicki Minaj. Why did I mention that training? Okay, Nicki Minaj. Let's say a girl likes her. She's a big fan and all that. And she told you this in a casual conversation. Now her birthday comes around, or you know, you just want to do something special for her. And you take her to a Nicki Minaj concert. You know what I'm saying? You probably wouldn't see it as that, but she's gonna see it as that you really took an emphasis to her and you really remembered what she wanted, which means that you're actually paying attention to her. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes it extra special. You could took the bitch to a dime restaurant and all that other shit, but to honestly sit there and acknowledge what she likes and try to make an event out of that and make her feel special, that says a lot. That shows, you know, you have a lot of dedication towards her. Number 3 is when y'all can just spend hours just talking. I mean, I think, pardon, I'm just like bending over to get the paper. All right. How much I'm in? 8 minutes. All right. I think that communication is a great deal because if you're able to sit there and just talk and just settle down and do all that, you know, that's a good sign. Because one of the flaws in my previous relationship is the fact that we didn't have communication. Everything was either X, Y, and Z. None of us was able to talk, establish how we felt, nothing. And I really, really emphasize strongly that if you want a straight, strong-ass relationship to build, utilize communication. I can't emphasize that any further. Number 2, when you just can't be without each other. When you yearn for your man, or when you yearn for your girl, or when you sit there and you lay down, you close your eyes, you just thinking about, you know, your girl's lips, when you're thinking about her smile, you know, you close your eyes, you inhale and you feel like that, her perfume, her aroma, anything, her touch, her scent. When you start to establish those things and when you start to feel like, yo, I need her, that's when you're going to start get that in your system. That's when you're going to sit there and realize that you can't be without that person. Alright? Number 1 is when y'all join together. Basically, it's going to be when 2 become 1, meaning that you know, not only about sex, but when y'all join together as far as goals, when y'all join together as in a mutual relationship, when it's equal, when y'all no longer he and she, y'all us, y'all doing it for each other, okay? If one pushes, the other pulls, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta do it because y'all trying to stay forever with each other. You know, it's not about, okay, I gotta do me, you gotta do you, and, you know, if one person in the game is high up here and the other person is down here, this person up here needs to sit there and go down and reach to that person and make sure that they climbed up on that level. When y'all holding hands and y'all doing all that shit, and when you like, you know what, this is not about us no more. You know, this is not me, this is about us. And when y'all have kids, it's about them. You see what that means? You understand? That's love. That's love when you can honestly sit there and say at the end of the day that you finally got your soulmate and your life finally comes to full circle. I can't emphasize enough how beautiful a feeling love is. Just embrace it and look for it because it's out there. That's all I gotta say. Anyway, enough with this soft shit. This is so easy. I'm about to get off this. Alright? One.